One, two, three, four. Number four. Woo!
Be careful when you go beyond five, you got to use the other hand.
Ah. How about Caroline? What are you most proud of in terms of the whole money picture, whatever that means to you?
Most proud of, I guess, I'm proud of building knowledge in that area. And when my husband and I got married, which was what, 10 and a half years ago, we essentially had a zero net worth because he had a little and I was kind of in the negative area there, thanks to the housing market crash and all that kind of stuff, student loans, et cetera. And you know, we've worked hard, and we've, you know, tried to learn how to work with the money that we have, and we're not in the zero and negative territory anymore. We're actually building and getting close to kind of an exciting place for us, a goal that we sort of set for ourselves, and we're approaching that, so we feel really good about it. And you know, it's not like we've done it completely on our own. We've had some help along the way from parents, and we got a small inheritance, but kind of knowing what to do with those funds and knowing what to do with those resources in order to grow them and not have them sort of just get spent on
Exactly.
And so that's exciting. I retired a couple of years ago from a job that I didn't really like all that much, and so that was a really nice milestone for us to get to past that point and have me at home and be able to be there with our child, especially during COVID. That was fun to not have to try to balance work and helping her with her schoolwork and doing all the other things. It just takes a lot of the stress off when you have an emergency fund, when you don't have debt, when you have more time because one of you is able to kind of keep everything at home going while the other one goes to work. It's such a huge stress relief, and so we're feeling good about having kind of gotten to that point. It hasn't been easy.
No.
But it was definitely worth doing, and so yeah, I feel proud of both of us because neither of us really had a whole lot of information going into it about personal finance, and we both learned a lot and put it into practice, because sometimes you can know and you still don't do it. So I'm glad, and we're on the same page and we communicate about it really well. I don't think we would be where we are if he hadn't been on board with everything sort of that I brought to him and said, hey, how about this? How about if we think about doing this? And so that's really important too, is just sort of having, you know, a common goal and having commonalities in terms of your values and how you want to get there. So we're lucky that we're well matched in that area.
That's very nice to hear.
It is really,
it really
cool.
is. It's special that, because so many people, there's so many separate ways of doing things within a family, but to both be on the same page with that, you're incredibly fortunate. Good for you.
It is tremendous. How about, why don't you take it now? What are you most proud of, John? As far as the money thing.
I think what I'm going to be most proud of is, that's an interesting question, because there's many things I'm proud of, but there are many things that I'm ashamed of, that what I've done. And I'm not going to focus on the shame, because I do that enough. I love teaching, and I love turning that light bulb on. I used to be a high school baseball coach, and I was a pitching coach. And when you teach somebody something different, it takes a long time for muscle memory to take over. And it's fun. And I remember a specific incident when we were at a St. Cloud. It was during the summertime high school ball team, and we were playing in a tournament. And I was trying to teach this one young man a cutter. And finally it happened with him. And I could literally see him smile out there. And that's the joy that I get from teaching, is when it goes off. When I get people in which I teach them about credit, they apply it, and now they're buying their first home, and they're never going to get into credit trouble again. That's the joy I get. And I don't think it was all about joy, but that's what I'm the most appreciative of.
That's really cool. I think in my case, I am, at least for most recently, I'm super proud that I reduced my medical bill, which was probably what, $2,000 due to some nasty summer experiences last summer. And I slashed it by at least half thanks to a conversation with you, John, as well as some help from Caroline and going after programs that they had for, shall we say, special care. And I thought, there's no shame in it. There are foundations for that very reason. If you've been giving back, then let them give to you. And because of that, I've got, what, 500 left. And I can do that really in no time.
Awesome.
But thank you. I mean, other than that, Norman, I haven't even touched credit cards in, what, 5 years, something like that. So it's just a matter of, come on, mortgage, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm just proud that we've been doing pretty darn well given COVID and post-COVID, despite whatever challenges that we've had, name it ADHD, name it just life in general. But yeah, and not so much about proud in this sense for me, but one of the reasons that I enjoy hearing from both of you is I have learned, and I try to convey to others with my coaching or whatever, hang out with or be around people who love a topic you'd like to be more interested in. I can't say I'm that super fanatic about the money related issues, but hanging out with the two of you, whether it's Zoom or whatever situation, it rubs off. And you need to at least be somewhat interested in something that impacts every aspect of your life.
It really is huge.
My goodness.
Right.
I mean, I'd probably be the one bringing people on tours of a grocery store and saying, okay, how do you spot a deal? And Norm would be the one who spots it because I'd want to run the hell the other direction. But I know that I need to eat. Last question. Drum roll. Uh-oh, I'm losing hands. How would you make this sticky conversation about the money thing more fun for people to engage in? Because thanks to COVID, people actually started talking about it.
Sure.
Caroline.
Tough one. That's a tough one. I think it depends on if they're people that you know already in your life, or if they're just strangers that have sort of expressed an interest in learning about something. If someone's expressed an interest in learning, I'll take their ear off and I'll tell them all sorts of stuff. If it's somebody that I know who hasn't expressed an interest, I don't really, I've said, hey, if you ever have any questions, or if there's ever something that's kind of confusing to you, I listen to this stuff a lot, and I don't know everything, but I'd be happy to help you kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's going on. And nobody ever takes me up on it, which is fun. I mean, it's not a priority for them, and that's okay, but I'm not going to push it with people that I know. I'm not going to push it. If they know I'm interested in it, and so they can come to me if they want to, and I will talk to them as much as they want to about it, and I will give them any knowledge that I've picked up that works into what they're trying to learn about. But yeah, I don't know. I think just maybe telling 20-year-olds, hey, if you start investing $100 a month in an S&P 500 index fund that pays on average around 10% a year, you'll be a millionaire when you retire, and that's all it takes, $100 a month.
Yeah, that is right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people just feel like it's going to be this huge, insurmountable thing that's just going to take forever, and it's so much money, and there's just no way I can ever do it because rich people all inherit their money. And, and that's just not true. It's really not. 80% of millionaires in this country didn't inherit anything, or they inherited such a small amount, it really didn't make a difference in their becoming a millionaire. So
but it's not scratch offs.
Nope.
No.
Not scratch off for the most part. In fact, John, this might interest you. I read that people that win the lottery have a 4 times higher rate of foreclosure than regular people.
Yeah.
That didn't win
Because
the
they've never had money to manage before.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with it, right?
And they don't know the mindset. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. But get
what-
started when you're young, because if you wait until you're 50, you're going to have to put like $3,000 a month in, and do it while you're young. It's a lot more manageable.
Man, well, before I lose everybody due to being too lengthy, you know where to look for the info at the Lili channel. Laughter, inspiration, learning, innovation. You can get the order wrong, but still spelled Lili. Caroline, John, you guys have been fabulous. Thank you so much for broadening everyone's horizons. We'll put your contact information, whatever is allowed, in the description. And happy Financial Literacy Month. Thank you all. Click
Thank you,
subscribe.
Lily, for allowing.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lily.
Yeah, you
Thanks.
guys
John.
fun.